Today in the battle arena, we've got one of the biggest threats in the DC universe going up against one of the biggest threats in the Marvel universe. Darkseid versus Galactus. So who's coming out top here? Let's find out. Worshipped as the god of evil, Darkseid is one of the most powerful beings in existence and the supreme monarch of planet Apokolips. Considered as one of the Justice League's worst adversaries, the greatest enemy of New Genesis, one of the greatest threats to the DC multiverse, he seeks to bend everything and everyone to his will and remake the cosmos in his image, all while searching for the anti-life equation. Darkseid is one of the most physically powerful beings in the entire universe, and has consistently been able to overpower the entire Justice League all by himself, including the heavy hitters like Superman and Wonder Woman, destroy a Green Lantern ring with his bare hands, and fought against the Anti-Monitor in one-on-one combat. Although he's not as fast as true speedsters like Superman or Flash, he has been able to catch them by surprise and keep up with them in a fight. Darkseid is insanely durable, so much so that Lobo actually just injured himself by punching him, has taken blasts from Anti-Monitor, planetary explosions, as well as attacks from Alan Scott when he was the multiversal embodiment of the Green and other elemental representations. And if he is injured, Darkseid has an incredible healing factor that can heal from any wound instantly. Then Darkseid is fueled by the Omega effect, which he can use in a plethora of ways. His most destructive attacks are his Omega beams, which he fires from his eyes and can control his path instantly. These attacks allow for teleportation, transmutation, instant disintegration, or even complete erasion. It's been said that nothing is able to survive the full Omega effect. It's even been able to nearly kill the Anti-Monitor before. Darkseid is also insanely powerful telepath, can control minds, has the ability of telekinesis, and he can fly. He's able to manipulate matter, manipulate energy, unleash energy-enhanced strikes, and create powerful energy force fields. He can travel through dimensions, resurrect the dead, manipulate souls, alter his size, teleport, and project himself onto the astral plane. So, that's what we got in one corner. Darkseid, the Lord of Apokolips. But, entering the ring in the other corner, well, it's the World Eater, Galactus. Galactus is the famed Devourer of Worlds in the Marvel Universe, with his powers being nearly omnipotent. He uses energy from the core of planets and universal sources to sustain himself, and has appointed a number of entities as his heralds, imbuing them with the power cosmic. Like his heralds, Galactus gains his virtually limitless power from the power cosmic. For starters, he's able to manipulate creation, matter, energy, and universal sources. Galactus can erect nearly impenetrable force fields, project devastating energy blasts capable of blowing up planets and splitting them apart, and shoot lasers or give off radiation. He can open wormholes or portals to other dimensions or times, and can transport beings across the universe or even across time. Galactus can read minds, levitate and move matter via telekinesis, and even reconstruct matter or transmute it. He can turn matter into energy, or vice versa, energy into matter. Can manipulate elements on a periodic table, manipulate souls and erase memories, repair or heal living tissue, and even resurrect the dead. Now, what's interesting is that the true form of Galactus is really unknown. Instead, he is perceived as the species of whoever is looking at them. So, to a human, he appears human, but to an alien, he appears as an alien. Now, even with all of this, Galactus is not entirely omnipotent. He possesses an insatiable hunger for the energy from planets. This hunger is the greatest motivating force in his life. This energy not only powers Galactus, but also nourishes him. This means that Galactus can starve, and in fact die, if he doesn't consume enough planets. If this were to happen, it's stated that he would explode and take 100 light-year section of the galaxy with him. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. In our day, we got one of the biggest threats in the DC universe, Darkseid, the Lord of Apokolips, going up against one of the biggest threats over in the Marvel universe, Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. So who's coming out on top here? Let's find out. And starting out, let's talk a bit about Darkseid. Because man, the big guy is insanely powerful. He's knocked out Cyborg Superman with just 2 hits, put Superman down with a backhand, disintegrated Calabac. He's told of teams like the Dark Stars, and Dark Stars are similar in power to Green Lanterns. Didn't even flinch when he was attacked by Green Lantern, and he's actually battled against the whole Green Lantern Corps before as well, and has even harmed the Spectre. He's taken down Captain Atom with 1 punch. Wasn't even dazed when Lobo punched him. Was able to easily beat Eclipso, being on par with Spectre. Was able to beat Jimmy Olsen, even though Jimmy was infused with the power of thousands of new gods. So, yes, there have been times where he struggled a bit in a fight against the Justice League, or even against Superman or Wonder Woman. But on the whole, insanely powerful. And that's not even mentioning the Omega effect and his Omega Blast. These things are able to destroy pretty much anything or anyone in their path, and have beaten Superman, Cyborg Superman, Flash, Calabac, Infinity Man, Supergirl, Mon-El, and Alan Scott, who was harnessing all the green in the multiverse. His mind is so powerful that Martian Manhunter, someone who's been able to reach inside the Spectre's mind, can't affect Darkseid of his telepathy, and has literally just stopped trying. He's able to manipulate matter, manipulate souls, manipulate time, even trap people inside the Omega Sanction. The Omega Sanction is where he traps you inside an infinite number of realities and lifetimes, each worse than the last. You're born, you grow up, you die, rinse and repeat, and there's absolutely no escape. Darkseid has even fought one-on-one against the Anti-Monitor before. An Anti-Monitor had ravaged an Earth and killed over 5 billion people and absorbed their souls in preparation for that fight. But then there's Galactus. Man, oh man, Galactus. When Stan Lee first introduced the character in Fantastic Four and the coming of Galactus, he intended Galactus to be God. I mean, that was the whole point of the story. What would happen if the Fantastic Four encountered God? So, as someone originally intended to be God, just what can he do? What's he capable of here? Well, that really depends upon how much energy Galactus has, how quote-unquote full he is. While starving, he's still powerful enough to eat and destroy planets, is able to battle against Ego the Living Planet, create a blast that covered 3 star systems, briefly matched Phoenix in power and stalemate against the In-Betweener, and even though he lost to Hunger, an abstract entity who devours planets and realities similar to Galactus, he still survived the encounter. Basically, even while severely weakened, and on the verge of dropping dead, Galactus is still one of the most powerful beings in the universe. And while Galactus has never technically been fully fed, his hunger is insatiable. At his absolute best, He's accidentally destroyed black holes or turned off stars just with his mere presence. And he can just pull himself back together if he was ever destroyed. He's able to strike with the fires of 1,000 suns, one-shot celestials. He's even fought against beings like Tyrant, Mephisto, and Scryer and the Other. In fact, he's beat Mephisto while they were in Mephisto's realm. His fight with Tyrant destroyed whole galaxies, and it was said that his fight against Scryer was generating enough power and energy that they could have destroyed the universe. He survived the destruction of his previous universe, and while talking with Franklin Richards, he said that they were going to be one of the few that would live to see the ending and destruction of this universe and the birth and creation of the next one. Galactus also has a plethora of powers, basically every power in the book. He's grown to the size of a star, telepathically battled against Thanos and the All-Father Odin, sent Sphinx back in time and forced him to relive his life over and over and over again for all of eternity. And he's got impressive matter manipulation powers, easily manipulating and assimilating a guy who had just beaten Doctor Strange with one shot, and he's manipulated and transformed his own herald before. But long story short, Galactus is crazy powerful. There are quite a few things that sets him apart from Darkseid here in this fight. Darkseid has routinely fought against the Justice League. He's been injured by them in the past, and he's been beaten by them in the past. Meanwhile, while Galactus has been knocked around by people like Thor on occasions, other times he's taken combined attacks from the Avengers like it was nothing. And he's never been beaten by the Avengers by just physical force. Darkseid has. And then there's Galactus' encounters with Darkseid's Marvel counterpart, Thanos. Galactus has beaten Thanos down before, basically had the Mad Titan begging for his life. Thanos has even admitted in the past that his power is nothing compared to the power of Galactus. And then Galactus has actually gone up against Darkseid before. Now, it was in a Marvel DC crossover, so take it as you will. In the story Darkseid vs. Galactus, The Hunger, a weak and hungry Galactus comes to Apokolips in order to feed on the planet. Darkseid sends his minions and everything he's got, even using the actual planet itself in order to fight Galactus. Darkseid even uses his greatest weapon, his Omega Beams. But all of it did absolutely nothing to Galactus. And Galactus goes on and one-shots Darkseid, with the Silver Surfer killing Orion for good measure. So yeah, with the way that Galactus has treated Thanos in the past, plus the way that Galactus has just absolutely dominated Darkseid himself, I'm gonna have to mark this one as a pretty clear victory for the Planet Eater. Galactus wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also be sure, that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications on the DanCo army, and I will see you all next time.